This is a tribute to the family of the late Fridah Murugu and Kathleen and Fridah Murugu, and indeed of the greater Solomon Murugu family. All along, I've been following on the death of the two sisters. Word came through about the death of Kathleen and Fridah Murugu while in Isebania on December 29th. She had traveled to Isebania, which is in Kuria West, for an engagement with the people. Attended a series of sessions at an Marua villa in Nyabohanse, where she engaged with YouTubers from all walks of life, from Kenya and abroad. Had an opportunity to share her vision for Africa in a YouTube channel, Heart of Africa Spirit. Talked about the vast resources of Africa. She also said that Africa was not poor and needed to harness her resources for the betterment of her people. She sensitized people on the need to organize themselves in order to benefit from Africa's vast opportunities. Also had the opportunity to engage in charitable causes at the village. When she passed on, her younger sister Fridah Murugu traveled to Migori to arrange for body transportation. Fortunately, she collapsed and died at the shock of seeing her dead sister. We share the experiences, pain and bereavement of death knocking at the door with the families of the Murugu. November 2020, at the height of COVID crisis, I lost two of my beloved sisters, Elizabeth and Sarah. Elizabeth died of cancer. Sarah traveled to Kisumu for burial arrangements. Unfortunately, Sarah died as a result of a clot-related death to organize for two funerals. It was extremely painful, but we can only thank God for the gift of life. In such difficult times, we learn to trust God. We are forever grateful for our family members, church members, friends, and all others who gave us support. Social psychotherapists inform us that bereavement of a family member at death is about 100 over 100 stressors. So we can imagine the pain. When Mr. Solomon Murugu died in the US some years back, it was Kathleen, among others, who worked hard to ensure that his body was sent back home to May. Had an opportunity of working with their father, Mr. Solomon Murugu, when I was a young officer in the Department of Social Services in the Ministry of Culture and Social Services. Murugu was among the people who had founded the Post-Colonial Social Services Department, where he served with distinction. He played a key role in guiding us as young officers before he retired. Mr. Murugu was a deputy commissioner for social services. I see many similarities between Kathleen's social work orientation and the late Mr. Solomon Murugu. The late Mr. Murugu worked with all facets of the population. Among his activities included working with women, gender issues, community development, social welfare, disability, youth work, culture, public entertainment, among others. Also, the master of ceremony for presidential programs in the Rift Valley. Later, I had an opportunity of working in the office where Solomon Murugu had served, provincial director for social services. He established a first-class office, which he left for posterity. Entered the office, I was grateful that he had given us a good beginning. His sister Fridah shares many traits with my late sister Sarah. They both, at different times, trained at Kianda Secretarial College in Nairobi. Such characters are always there. They're always supportive to family causes. Such characters are always available to support one in their hour of need. They are willing to give an helping hand and even go an extra mile to ensure you are comfortable. They also seek solutions to grandiose problems, even at the expense of their lives. Kathleen, on the other hand, would easily pass for my big sister Elizabeth. In fact, they share same traits, always ready to give a helping hand, always supportive to charitable causes, very emphatic, full of encouragement, even when the going looks impossible. Thinkers in times of crisis. I would also like to add that their father, the late Mr. Solomon Murugu, was also a dear friend of my late uncle Job. in the good old days when they worked in Nakuru. This tribute served to remind us about the hereafter, about our eternity. We are all but visitors, warming the earth for a season. Fare thee well, Kathleen. Fare thee well, Fridah.